provoked the building of big, massive hospitals in anticipation of a spike when it comes to the number of deaths due to COVID-19. The beauty of it, if there's any word that can be used to describe the situation, is that we do not need as many people as we thought we needed. We do not need as many people as we thought we needed. And now it is very clear that nobody is going to worry about doing anything regarding that, because you are going to see how things will play out in the long run, in the short term, and then in the medium term. None, as we said here, those of you that have been listening would have heard one thing. We said, thank you for those that are logging in. Thanks. I want to tell you today, we are giving you all that you need, not some, all that you need about COVID-19. All that you need. How you need to save lives. How you need to save livelihood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need you to do me one simple favor. Type in the name of the city and the name of the country that you are viewing from. Thank you. Lucy, Lucy from Oxford, thank you. From Lusaka, thank you. Just type in the name of your city. Type in the name of your city. I know quite a few people joined us from academic cities like Oxford that has had the issue, the big debates and discussion regarding whether or not it is useful to be on lockdown. So if you are still at lockdown, type in the name of your city. I would like to know, because tonight I will tell you what your government is doing at a local level, what your government is doing at a state level, what your government is doing at a national level, and the international collaboration taking place. Thank you. Please, if you are just joining us on Twitter, via Periscope, or Instagram, or Facebook Live, or even straight to YouTube, may I ask you to share what you are hearing. If you know of one person, just one person, who's been a victim of coronavirus, or one person that you know has lost any dear one to COVID-19. If you are not impacted by COVID-19, I mean your country or your state or your city is showed immunity to this global pandemic, I thank you, Mark Moxon. If you do, please, I'm begging you, because we have to pull through this as a community. Type in the name of your city, type in the name of your country. The folks in Canada, I need to make it clear about what is happening in terms of the recovery rate. That's how many people had coronavirus, were really down, and are now up again. We need to be able to share that with you. What specifically did they do? We need to share that with you. How can the government assist, support, or help anyone that has lost loved ones? We need to share that with you. So that's the reason why I'm asking you to please. I think I'm having my mic is tucked into my mask. I just want to make sure that you hear me. I hope everybody's hearing me. Type in the name of your city. If you're in Canada, the facilities available to you are radically different from those in mainland Europe. The wealth or economic stimulus available to Europeans. By the way, if you're a doctor or you're a nurse or you're a dentist, any health worker, if you're a health worker in Germany, you get 1,000 euros now, and no questions asked. It's part of what the Angela Merkel government is doing to show support for the health workers. Countries do it differently. In Atlanta, Georgia, in the USA, if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the home of top companies, we at 5 p.m. every day when there is, the end of shift, everyone comes out to hoot and support in their little way. Medical staff at Emory, medical staff locally, they all encourage at 5 p.m. when there's a shift, when the new shift resuming. In the United Kingdom, on Thursdays at 8 p.m., everybody comes out. Everybody, really. Whether you're a prince, whether you're a royal, whether you're a monarch, everybody comes out. Yes, every Thursday to show their support. We have a young man, I'm saying young man, advisably, who at the age of 99 plus walked in his garden and raised $40 million. I'm going to tell you what happens in the good part, in the not so good part, and the tragic part of the entire COVID-19. So that's the reason why I'm asking you. If you don't have a job, or you are unemployed, or you are financially hard up, we need to tell you something. On Friday at 8 o'clock, I'll be joining forces with one of the biggest charitable organizations in the UK that focuses on homelessness. We are giving you tools, if you are unemployed right now, how you can make thousands of pounds in lockdown, not after the lockdown, in lockdown, using your phone. Yes, using your phone. Because we're going to demonstrate to you, your phone is not a phone, it's your mobile office. And how you can build an app in your mobile office, how you can help Amazon in your mobile office. This is not respective of your geography. Amazon is looking for remote workers. Type in remote workers, please. If you're on Facebook, type in the comment box remote workers from Africa, remote workers from rural Asia, remote workers from rural Middle East. The tech companies, technology-based companies, have never, ever had this traffic. Since the invention of ARPANET, which predated the internet in 1969, the world has never seen this level of traffic on the internet. This is the busiest time, therefore servers are collapsing. They never anticipated this. The world never anticipated this level of audio-visual traffic. They never planned for it. That's the reason why, if you are in Africa and you have a phone, I will tell you step by step what you can do with your phone to be a contributor to many Zoom conferences. How you can help virtual conferences from the comfort of your home in rural Africa and be paid more, listen to this, than the economic stimulus. More than whatever they are giving away in Canada. Please, you need this information. What you need to do today, if you're involved in any speaking engagement and you are home during lockdown, is the biggest opportunity of a whole generation. If you're involved in teaching, anything is the biggest opportunity for a generation. So you see, all you need to know about COVID-19, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You need to know that. How you need to protect yourself from this substance that everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about in the world. And the implications of this for those working from home. So if you are working from home, we have something available to you. If you're bereaved, sadly, we have something available to you. If you're a survivor, you survive this, a survivor, we have something available to you. So if you fall into any of this category, I repeat again, for any reason, you've been a victim of COVID-19, if you lost your business, we are going to give you new strategies that you emerge on the other side better and bigger. They say whatever doesn't destroy you strengthens you. And you are a survivor. From the rising of the sun to the going down, you need to know you're a survivor. Nobody needs to tell you that. So please share this useful information. Share this factual information. Do not share gossip. Share what gives people hope. And we are here to trade in hope, to work with you as in hope, to encourage you and to make you know. So please, I need you to share with all your friends that are involved in one form or the other that you know will benefit from this. I need all of you to share this. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Anne. Is Anne there? Thank you. I need all of you, without exception, to share this message because you need to know what to do at this time. You need to know that when you are giving lemon, you make lemonade. You need to know that, please. You absolutely need to know that. If you need to know, if you already know that, life will be easy for everybody. Please indicate where you are watching us from so that we can welcome you to the house and acknowledge what support you may require in surviving this onslaught, this unprecedented onslaught. You need to be able to know it. If you know it, then that's fine. If you don't know it, it becomes a real problem. So thank you very much. We've had a map of the world. Those of you that are in any city that we really mentioned, I apologize. Every city is important to us. If you're in Germany, I want to tell you, the German state has done extremely well in containing this virus, this evil. If you're in France, you've done well. I've been out of the way and supporting your healthcare. If for any reason you're in rural Africa, you've done well by being locked down, we will supply you all that you need to make sure that you don't have any financial loss. So thank you for those of you that are still on. Those of you that have not shared, I need to make that clear to you because the more the merrier when it comes to work. So those of you in the southern hemisphere, we will show you how to write an app. How to write an app in 50 minutes. I mean, in less than 1 hour. Yes, we'll show you how to do that. We'll show you how to write an app in record time. We will tell you the fundamentals of writing an app in record time, and you will develop your own app. Why are we saying that? You will have read in the various leading newspapers accelerated learning methodology. We have a learning methodology that has exceeded whatever Guinness has ever thought of. With this learning methodology, you can learn to speak a brand new language from scratch, a language you've never heard before. You can learn it from scratch. You guess what? In 7 days. Day 1, we'll sound them out. Day 2, we'll do our ear training. Day 3, we submerge into the high impact words. Day 4, you start applying it. You start applying it. You start applying it. Day 5, you've now got all the fundamentals you practice. Day 6, you do your rehearsal. Day 7, you've got a cleaned up conversational ability. We tried it even with children, and they set world record. They set the Guinness Book of Record. They made it look like a joke. So if you're able to hand me the Guinness record, I'll probably show them later. I will be able to demonstrate to you why it is so useful for you to follow the steps that has produced results. There are the 7 M's of learning. We will show that to you without any exception. Because this is not a boast, this is the truth. This is straight out of Guinness Book of Record. Did you see this? Did you see the website? It's here. It is not my saying, it's not my thinking. I need you to understand this. We set the records because we apply this principle. Did you see this? This is straight out of Guinness Book of Records facility. Can you see this? This is Guinness. I'm not joking with you. Those of you that follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram would have seen this. This is Guinness. I'm not talking what somebody said. It is officially recognized. The record has been documented. We have trained our students, and believe you me, this is true. In between 3 and 5 days, they can read and complete the reading of the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelation in 3 days, in 4 days, and in 5 days. And then you can test them. Test them with every book, any chapter, they'll clean for you. This is scientifically broken. We have said it. Nobody can exceed us. We worked out that the King James Version, for instance, had 713,137. Let me say that. It is just a little over 780,000 words in King James. And our students and our participants have cleaned that up in 3 days. If we are going to work with the Revised Standard Version, you're looking at 757,000 words. Because it's less than 1 million words. If you look at the New King James, you're looking at 770,000 words. Our students have cleaned it in such a way that they can do up to 1,000 words per minute. So you can work that out. It is not hard. If you're given the right training, it is not hard. If you follow our 7 M's, we taught this before, and the whole world knows what happened to our students. When our students took the exams with normal students, it was clear. This is it. It is here. This is from the metro. Our students clean things 2 years in advance, 3 years in advance. This is the Telegraph. This is the British quintessential newspaper, independently verifying our methodology and our modality. There's a methodology and there's a modality that our students have implemented to get results like no other. So it's not a matter of hearsay. It's a factual confirmation that you can also write up to 1,000 words per hour. You got me right. You had me right. 1,000 words per hour. I want you, if you are participating in this online class, because an online class, I need you to participate in this online class because every one of you need to know this. You are as good as the tools you are using. You are as sound as who is providing your leadership or your tutelage. You are as great as your mentor. Please, can you write down how many words do our students that have participated in this program write per hour? I want you to write it down. 1,000 words per hour. Our students, because they execute with new tools, because they execute with new techniques. I want you to write it down. How many words did I say our students clean up in 1 hour when they're writing? How many words? I want you, those of you that are watching on Facebook, please type in your comment box. Those of you on Twitter, type it on your comment box. If you are watching on YouTube, I need you to type it. How many words did I say our students will write in 1 hour? Please, I want to type it that. This is a mathematical accuracy. Mathematical accuracy. That's the reason why our students at the age of 10, they have already published their textbooks. They have written a book to assist other students. This is not my comment. This is a front page it is not a private discussion. This is a public knowledge. The Prime Minister of the country has awarded these children. Parliament has hosted as participants adults that are 80 years old. They can still pick up this new skill. We believe that the tools of yesteryears cannot survive the post-corona era. So if you are alive and well, you have to move the next gear. You got to move on to the next gear. You can't use the pre-colonial gear in the post-colonial world. Please, can you type that down? You cannot use the pre-corona tools in a post-corona era. I need you to write it down. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, I will need you to write that down. That you cannot use the tools and the techniques of the pre-COVID-19 era in a post-COVID-19 dispensation. We have just shifted into a new dispensation. We said it, and please, those of you that have heard me speak on social media, and those of you that have heard me speak on mainstream, I'm going on mainstream, by the way. All of you, please know this now. I'm on Sky. I am in conversation and in debate with a former or a Downing Street insider, someone that is from the Prime Minister's office. We are having a discussion on Friday at lunchtime. I will provide more details on my Facebook page and on the different platform. I had a great interview at the weekend with Kemet. We cannot sit down and allow falsehood to take hold of our countries. That's the reason why I have to step out and correct what has been the dominant lie of the mainstream. Mainstream says COVID-19 will kill because they killed yesterday. And they're going to kill today. And they're making a projection of the deaths tomorrow. And they shut down the entire airport, the largest airport in the Midlands, and said that will be now a mortuary. And they built big hospitals in London, in the Midlands, and up north, and turned them to ICU, saying that dead bodies are coming. If you followed me earlier, you will have seen we went to the Notting Hill Hospital in London to demonstrate what we said at the beginning of this lockdown, that they were wrong, that the politicians were clueless, that the scientists were unfamiliar with the era we are in now. And we gave you specific information that was based on insight, not based on speculation, not based on assumption. But the mainstream, sections of the mainstream, were more interested in sensation than sensible information. So on Friday, I'll be on Sky and I'll be discussing in the afternoon lunchtime. And on Friday evening, I'll be telling you exactly, you that is well, make sure you protect yourself. You that is well and have lost your livelihood in whatever country and whatever continent, it doesn't matter. Thank you for those that are joining from China. Thank you for those that are joining from Wuhan. Thank you for those that are joining from Malaysia. I'm blessed and I'm very excited for you because you are seeking the truth. And the knowledge of the truth brings freedom from fear, freedom from anxiety, and freedom for your immune system to be stronger. Scientifically proven, your immune system is diminished when you introduce fear. And in this period of so-called uncertainty, people fear. In fact, we literally lost lives. We have lost enough lives as it is. So please, nobody should, out of mental health issue, go take their life. No. There is more, and there is better on the other side of COVID-19 than before COVID-19. I'm telling you this, not out of hope or expectation, but out of assurance that this is the opportunity for you to be able to reflect. And that's why we're giving the opportunity for you to write. Write down your thoughts, write down your poems, write down your thinking, write down new inspiration, write down new ideas because you are going to need them on the other side of COVID. Because you are alive, you've been preserved for a reason, and that reason you must fulfill it. So this is evidence that age is not a barrier to writing a book. Age is not a barrier. 10-year-old writes a best-selling book at the age of 10, published it. You don't need to be a genius to be able to do that. The BBC covered the story. If you're not around to see the story, I need to let you know. The BBC covered the story, and right now it is still on their website. Therefore, I plead with you, please go to your Google, type in these keywords, and see what happens. So it's not a matter of saying it may happen, it may not happen. No, these are verifiable facts, easily verifiable. You don't need anyone to tell you whether it's true or not. All you need to type on your Google or type on your favorite search engine, and you'll get more than what you are anticipating. So please do not accept what same old, same old. I need you to know that all stories have all gone, and I need to show you more. This is apart from the BBC. What about the Evening Standard? The Evening Standard published August 26th. Look at it, Thursday, August 26th. What we have been saying and what we'll be teaching here, it is possible for your speed of learning to double, for your understanding to quadruple, and for your memory to double. That's how young children, adults, old men and women are able to learn in 9 months what our traditional school cannot teach us in 5 years. Yeah, it's here. So it's not a matter of saying somebody said this, somebody said it. Why are they able to do this? Because they've been able to pick up the secret. They understand the secret that most people don't know. And this is a Daily Bell showing us a fix in learning, a fix in exam secret, and this is not in any way dependent on who you are or who your parents are or who your grandparents are. It is not, repeat, not genetic. One of the secrets of learning is understanding musical instruments. Understanding musical instruments. It's very easy for me to be able to generate great music from here. And that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about anyone that learns to play an instrument. For learning to play an instrument, I'm not saying for being a great player, there is the advantage that you absolutely get blessed with. That if you learn to play an instrument, the process of learning to play an instrument, be it a wind instrument or be it a string instrument, it doesn't matter. Wind instrument is the instrument you blow into, like the saxophone, like the trumpet. Wind instrument is things like this, right? I can show you from just 5 keys alone, you can play the entire Negro spirituals. This is key. This is why I keep saying it is the learning of the instrument that affects your neural network and rewires your brain. So you don't have to be a professional player. So we'll be going through this. Remember, Friday, Friday, I'm going to take you through this. I'm going to play some tunes together, and you're going to know how useful it is for you to learn one instrument at least. If you're able to learn one instrument, it's fantastic. If you're able to learn two, even better. But please do not allow anybody to deceive you anymore, because the rules of the games have changed. Young lady out of Ilford in East London cleaned up £120,000 in scholarship. That means the person sitting to her left paid money as high as 120,000. The person sitting to her right paid money as high as 120,000, but she paid nothing because she had insight and she followed our mentorship. She followed our guidance, and her mom and her parents were wise enough to work with her. I need to tell you something. Those of you that are giving excuses that you can't write a chapter, you can't write a book. If you are an adult, you have no excuse. 1992, given the opportunity to teach in Cambridge, I saw not young man, I saw somebody that most of you have read his book. His book became best-selling. It was top of the league table for a long time. Professor Stephen Hawking. Yeah. This is somebody that was confined to a wheelchair. This is somebody that was paralyzed. It's so painful because I was at his last service in Cambridge with the wife and the children that the world said will never leave. The world said we would never live to see them. Because in 1962, when he started in Cambridge, everything was fine. In 63, they gave him the bombshell of his life. They said he had motor neuron disease and he was going to die, to get ready to die. The medical picture was very tough. They even told him not to marry his then girlfriend, who later became his wife, that he's going to die. She's going to be a widow. With the understanding, this is what I keep telling people. I keep sharing with people. They don't understand it. It is not your business what anybody tells you. Everybody can have their opinion about you. Medical, financial, economic, academic. They are right to have an opinion about you, but their opinion has nothing to do with your future. I'll cut you a long story. He wrote A Brief History of Time. A great friend was now gone to be with the Lord, published in 1988. Remember, he was told he would die in 1963. In 1988, he published A Brief History of Time, and it hit the New York Times bestseller. This is somebody in a wheelchair. This is somebody that could move things. He was able to captivate that. And you say, oh, that's a fluke. In 2001, he republished another book, The Universe in a Nutshell. He lived up to the age of 76. I will show you, I will demonstrate to you what it means to be an author and how you can be a big author while in lockdown, because you are in lockdown and you are not in shutdown. This is the best video that ever went viral on GMTV. What predated Good Morning Britain? How can a 7-year-old understand what they are teaching in Cambridge University? And some Cambridge students do not understand it, and they did it within 9 months. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I told you at the beginning that our participants were able to read the entire Bible, cover to cover, page by page. We all know that. The King James is made up of 783,137 words, roughly 784,000 words. They cleaned it in an average of 4 days. The entire Bible. How were they able to do that? Because some of you take a whole year to read it. Some even take 2 years, which is an insult. How can it take a whole year to read 783 or 84, if you want to be approximate, but 783.137 words if you're reading King James, because you have an ineffective way of reading. So those of you who've seen it in Google News, you saw this in Google News and you saw what we're talking here. And here is the former principal of King's College London, in King's College University of London. He's now the college master of Exeter College, Oxford. This is our discussion here. We're talking about this. So please don't be fooled. You can read faster. You can write faster. Whoever told you you couldn't write faster doesn't understand who made you and how you were made. I don't want to bore you, but these are more evidence to demonstrate to you that what we are telling you is not history. It didn't happen in the olden days. It happened now. And guess what? It's going to happen again. Multiple families. This is the Daily Mail. Daily Mail. August 22nd, 2008. I'm giving you fresh evidence after fresh evidence, different races, different colors, different gender, different ages. Your age is not an issue. What the issue is, you don't understand the 7 M's of learning. You don't. I know you don't. If you did, Guinness would have also recorded it, because Guinness keeps a tab on it. Guinness wants to know what is happening now. That is why we were awarded this. We weren't awarded this for sports, by the way. I know some people do good at sports. We were awarded this for music. This had to do with reading and writing and publishing. Reading, writing, and publishing. This is what Guinness record. Guinness record. Guinness record. So I'm pleased that you've heard the truth now, and I want you to close with this. The University of Oxford master's program at the age of 17. This is it. I told you. I said it. The entire thing translated in French. This is the BBC page, translated in French. So when you are learning a language, I told you can learn it in days. In days, not months. Because the speed of learning is a function of who is providing the direction. And I'm pleased to be able to tell you this. You can learn Dutch in days and therefore get a new job in Holland without leaving your home. All you need is a username and password. You log into the website, you do what you're asked to do or what is sent to you, and once you finish it, you have your money paid. You will be an app developer. You'll be an agile developer. So what you really need is the 7 M, and one of the M's is mentorship. We will be glad to provide the mentorship, the making of mentors. We'll walk you through that. Some of you have heard about this, the genius in you. There's a genius in you. The fact that it has not been expressed does not mean that it's not there. It may have been suppressed because of your origin or your background. It may have been oppressed because of your environment. It may have been repressed because of your beliefs. But we will work with you to make sure that we express the genius in you. And we do some exercises, the workbook. We do the workbook with it. My own students that have done the speed reading all told this. A lawyer, been to Chicago, finished from LSE in London, was invited for an interview by Cambridge. We'll take you through this. How can you finish this entire book in a matter of 2 hours? This book. Like I told you, this book is recommended reading at undergraduate level. But guess who wrote it? 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 10-year-old that uses a different technique. So I want to tell you, whatever you need to do, click on the link. I need to see you on the other side registering, and I will work with you to realize your dream about exceeding all expectations. That's what we're here for. We will make sure you exceed. So please do not worry. On Friday, we're going to work together. On Saturday, we're going to work together. And together, we will prove all of them wrong that said or once said that you couldn't make it. We will show everyone that you are capable of exceeding all expectations. I want to thank you for coming today, and I look forward to your continued improvement.